Welcome to part 2 of me breaking down post-patch gameplay of what College Football 25 recently released, just to see if what they say based off gameplay issues that were fixed, tweaked, addressed, just seeing if it's actually true or not. So, once again, if you guys haven't checked out the recent video, please go check it out. As in today's video, I'm going to be using North Texas going up against Kentucky. Once again, I'm testing out the tier system, matchmaking. Like I said in my previous video, I don't mind the tier matchmaking being like one tier above or below, but I recommend that the tier teams should be in the same tier if you're putting that setting. But so far, I haven't been matched up with a tier 1 team by using a much lower, terrible tier team. So that's good to see, but in this case, I was 2 tiers away. I got matched up with a tier 3 team, which is Kentucky. So one thing they said they supposedly tweaked, addressed, or fixed is the broken tackles from behind. As you guys see right here, it literally happens, and I end up breaking free for a touchdown. So it seems like they really didn't tweak it. They probably tweaked it to the point where it doesn't happen consistently, as if, breaking like 6-7 players trailing from behind. But 1-on-1 is kind of understandable. It's like a 50-50 chance, but it still happens, from time to time. It's not properly completely fixed, but it's okay to see it when it's a 1-on-1 type of deal compared to having multiple players trailing and the ball carrier is able to break every single tackle. So waiting for that moment to happen and see what happens from that point of view, but it still happens from time to time. Now, the reason why I'm showcasing the ratings right here was trying to showcase between those 2 individual players. So number 31 for Kentucky is their top cornerback, and we're looking at his tackling rating, which is a 75. So I'm just trying to figure out how is this going to go about when it comes to rating base. It seems like the ratings still don't really matter. But like I said, this was a 50-50 situation when it's a 1-on-1 type of deal. You take a look at the ball carrier that was in that play that branched off that tackle. His break tackle rating is 75. So it's kind of even out when it comes to tackling and break tackling from both sides of the ball for those players. Then you look at the toughness rating. Not sure if this is a factor in that outcome of that play, but both of them have a toughness of 88 rating. So you guys see right here with the running back, 88 as well. Now, I'm not sure if the weight size matters in any of those situations. So you take a look at the running back. He's 5'10", 208 pounds. So he does have a little bit more weight than the DB on that play, and of course shifty and takeoff may have a factor with the abilities on that outcome of that play, as the DB for Kentucky is a little bit taller, less weight. Once again, he's at 181 pounds. So there's a lot of factors that we got to look at, but it's okay for me to see that 50-50 chance of a tackle being made and not. But like I said, hopefully they actually tweak, fix, address when there's like multiple defenders trailing. The ball carrier shouldn't constantly break those tackles with that animation that you guys seen there, because that is a consistent animation that happens all the time. Another thing that they said they supposedly addressed, tweaked, whatever the case may be, is about on RPOs, illegal linemen blocking downfield. Like I said, it's just based off defensive formations, how the defense is positioned. It will still dictate for players to go downfield and block and be past the line of scrimmage when running RPO plays. So they said they kind of tweaked based off the awareness or the IQ, whatever the case may be for the rating, but it seems like it still consistently happens a lot. As you guys see right here, my opponent gets the flag while running the RPO. So of course these things is still going to happen, but I think they're trying to limit the amount of times that it happens. So we got to see and continue to test these things out. Right here was a pretty decent play that I ended up calling. I called this multiple times just during this play against the same exact defense for some odd reason. Like I said, the ratings sometimes work and sometimes doesn't work. So in this play, it's an automatic motion as the blue line's the automatic motion by the slot receiver coming from right to left. Then he goes and does a wheel route. I like to call the wheel route the bench route. And this is a basic cover 3 defense. And this is going to the top cornerback side, which you guys recently seen the ratings between, the ball carrier and DB having that 50-50 break tackle type of situation. But it's going to his side. He's the left cornerback on this formation. And he gets faked out. He gets sucked in by the drag route for some odd reason when he's in the deep blue zone. And my receiver gets open. But the thing is, why is his ratings not reflecting properly, and then also the abilities that he has? So, if you guys know this right here, his zone coverage is a 95 rating, and his play recognition is 92. The way that he reacts during this play shouldn't happen. Like I said, I ran this a couple more times, and against the same formation, same play. And he ended up playing it a little bit better. It just didn't make sense why he got faked out right here, as you guys see on the left side. It's just odd that, the ratings from time to time, they don't reflect properly, and sometimes they do. But that shouldn't be happening like how you guys seen it there. Now, the other thing that they supposedly fixed was, the abusiveness of the Wildcat when facing against run-fit defense or ability players, whatever the case may be, for just, run-stopping defensive players. They are supposed to be tuned and tweaked to better stop the runs when it has a motion to the opposite side handoff. So right here was just a simple motion with the slot receiver from right to left, handoff. It seems like for the Wildcat formation in particular, is like they tweak for the players to have a better responsiveness. Now, I've done in this game, I forgot to record it and showcase it to you guys, but when you're just doing the basic motion handoff type of deal like you guys are about to see in this play, it seems like this particular plays is still kind of overpowering compared to just the Wildcat formation itself. So, if you're going to be doing these type of plays, like this individual play, it's more recommended than trying to do out of Wildcat now. Also want to showcase, once again, the pursuit angles. So watch the two players pass this block, how they kind of dip straight down, and then they kind of go back into like an angle pursuit. So just like my last video breakdown, the pursuit angle that I showcased in that breakdown video, it's pretty much the same outcome. The pursuit is still not the greatest, but of course we're got to base off ratings, but it's still something to take into consideration and look at. Like I said, it's still testing purposes. I'm not trying to bash it completely, but yeah, it's from time to time it's gonna showcase that it doesn't look like it's really fixed. So with all that being said, this play in general, it helped me pretty much seal this game to barely beat Kentucky. Once again, it's still early on, still doing a lot of testing, but I want to give a fair share of the experience after the post-patch and just really try to see if it's actually fixed or not, because EA is known to say they fixed things and they didn't, and then if they did tweak some things, there's like more issues piled upon. But like I said, this is all testing. I'm still going to continue to test out things. There's a lot of good, and then of course the bad. That's typical. But all in all, let me know what your guys' experience so far after the patch that they released. Your guys' likes, dislikes, problems, and positive review that you're experiencing yourself down below in the comments. So until next time, I'll see you guys later in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.